My mother-in-law came here. She did it the right way. She came here from Colombia, not a dime in her pocket. She made her own way. She worked in an airport. They asked her to drive a truck in the airport. She could barely drive a car, but she did it. She put the yellow pages down in the seat. She could barely see over the steering wheel. But she did it because she didn't want to get fired. And she wanted to make sure she could take care of her children. My wife, her brother, and her sister. They slept on a mattress in a one-bedroom apartment. And the stories my mother-in-law tells, they're hard to hear now. They slept head to foot. And my mother-in-law would tell me at night that she could hear the grumbling of her kids' stomachs because of the way they slept, because they were hungry. So they ate a lot of airplane peanuts because she used to clean airplanes too, my mother-in-law. And she'd take the airplane peanuts home, to the point that to this day, my wife's not a big fan of peanuts. My wife knows that feeling Ozzie Guillen had too. Why? I was there. I saw it. She raised her right hand too. She became a citizen to this country of opportunity the right way. It was one of the proudest moments of my life. I can't recommend in strong enough terms to all of those American patriots out there that love everything this country stands for. If you ever get a moment to go to a ceremony and see all these people who wanted to come here and do it the right way, if you ever get to go there and see them raise their right hand like my wife did, who worked her butt off to come to this country and pledge allegiance to our flag, I can't recommend in any stronger terms you go and do it. It'll bring a tear to your eye. This country's worth fighting for. This is still the country of opportunity. It always will be. Folks, this country was built on hard work and merit and opportunity. It was protected by brave men and women in our military who left pieces of themselves, if not their entire lives, overseas. My grandfather fought for this country in the Battle of the Bulge. He used to wake up in the middle of the night, sometimes, and scream. I only found out because he came to my graduation ceremony when I graduated from the Secret Service. We all stayed in one hotel room because we didn't have a lot of money. And he got up in the middle of the night and yelled, and nobody responded. And I said to my father the next day, what happened? He said, Grandpa does that sometimes. It was the war. Don't worry about it. These are the great men and women that handed this country down to you. A country that other people are trying to destroy right now. Folks, the radical left can't stand this country right now. They can't stand opportunity. They hate meritocracies and the idea that other people are willing to defend this place. They want to stop people from reaching their dreams. You see it right here. This article in the Washington Post. The American dream, the notion of a fair society in which hard work will bring economic and social advancement, regardless of the circumstances of one's birth, as they define it, is faltering? Is it? Really? You know, former presidential candidate on the left, John Edwards, I couldn't disagree more with politics, said once there are two Americas. Well, his reasoning behind it was different than the one I'm going to put out there now. But he was right about that. There are two Americas. There's the real America we live in, the country of opportunity, the country people die to get to, the country that brings tears to people's eyes when they find out they're a part of it and they're a citizen themselves. And then there's a country the left wants you to believe exists, the country of never-ending racism, the irredeemable country, the country with rapacious capitalists around every corner looking to take something from you, the country that needs you scared and ignorant at all times. That's not the real America. That's not the America we've ever lived in. That's not the America now. This country has done a lot to clear its stains from the past. We live in the greatest place on earth. People die to get here. I want you to look at this scene. Now, just to be clear, the soccer team here, I'm going to show you this imagery of this video of, they've given 1,000 different excuses why they didn't have their hands over their hearts, why the national anthem was playing, despite the fact that they're U.S. soccer team members. I don't buy it. That's one America. Without their hands on their hearts, claiming they didn't know what to do, looking at a flag this way, looking at it, they knew exactly what to do. It's a 98-year-old veteran playing our national anthem. Just follow what everyone else is doing. Put your hand over your heart. You're playing for the United States soccer team. No, this isn't faux outrage. It's outrage that you live in an America that doesn't exist. And you want people to believe is ubiquitous and everywhere, around every corner. Here's the real America, the America we know. The America that does exist. Here's a video taken in a Walmart in Hazlet, Texas. They knew what to do here. That's the America we all know and love. The America people from around the world would die to get to raise their right hand and pledge allegiance to.